Three seasons of the Gilded Age have given us lavish parties, shocking betrayals, powerful women, and some of the best period drama HBO has ever put on the screen. But with season three wrapped up in jaw dropping fashion, Gladys's rebellion, Peggy's engagement, Jack's fortune, Bertha's dominance, and Oscar's heartbreak. What comes next? Today, we are deep diving into the predictions of the Gilded Age, Season 4, who rises and who falls, and how the battle between old money and new fully explode. Let's start with Bertha and George Russell, the ultimate power couple of the Gilded Age. By the end of season three, Bertha has cemented her place in society, but in season four, she may set her sights beyond New York, perhaps London, or even Washington. Her daughter Gladys's marriage to a duke opens the doors to international influence, and Bertha is ambitious enough to build a transatlantic dynasty. Expect her to chase new heights, maybe even get entangled with the British royal family or American politics. George's railroad empire. George flirted with financial disaster in season three. In season four, we may see him adapt to the changing economy. Historically, this is an era of labor strikes and antitrust lawsuits. Massive railroad problems. Could George face a strike from his workers or government challenge to his monopoly? If Bertha climbs higher socially while George struggles financially, we may see cracks in their already problematic marriage and an incredible twist for the show's ultimate power pal, Gladys Russell's rebellion. Gladys Russell shocked everybody by asserting her independence, first getting married, then making it on her own terms, even while pregnant. In season four, we may see Gladys transition into motherhood while still defying her mother's control. Her storyline could highlight the tension between duty and desire. Will she embrace her role as Duchess, or will she secretly long for the freedom her brother Larry enjoys? There's also potential conflict if Bertha tries to use her grandchild as a pawn in her social chess game. Gladys may finally stand up fully against her mother, giving us one of the most emotional arcs of the season. Marion's path forward. Marion Brooke has finally stepped into her independence, choosing a teaching career over a marriage. Season 4 predictions, romantic possibilities. Will Larry Russell re enter life as her fiance, as her husband, or as a friend? Fans have been shipping them since season 1, and season 4 could give us the slow burn romance. As a teacher, Marion represents the new modern woman, educated, independent, and less concerned with social expectations. We may see her mentor young women or even clash with her Aunt Agnes if her independence threatens tradition. Marion may become quite the force of change in the series, less flashy than Bertha, but no less revolutionary. Peggy Scott's new struggles. One of the most exciting arcs of season three was Peggy finding love with Dr. William Kirkland, but season four will likely test their relationship. William comes from an elite Black family, while Peggy has built her life on independence and ambition. Mind you, she doesn't come from a poor family, but it's still a different class. William's mother disapproves of her, and that tension will not disappear after the proposal. Will marriage strengthen Peggy or limit her? Peggy is a writer at heart. In season four, she could face some tough choices between domestic life and a groundbreaking career. And given the racial politics of the time, her voice may become even more vital as civil rights debates intensify. Peggy could emerge as the series' most progressive modern character, pushing the boundaries that even Bertha wouldn't dare to cross. Oscar Van Ryan ended the season 3 devastated, grieving, rejected, and struggling with his hidden sexuality. Season 4 could be the most compelling chapter yet. Will we see him risk exposure as whispers about his private life circulate through society? He may be forced into an unwanted marriage, which they kind of gave us a glimpse of at the end of season 3. Or alternatively, embrace his identity and defy expectations. Given the era, tragedy looms, but there's also room for Oscar to become a layered, sympathetic anti hero, the downstairs character of the Gilded Age, had just as much drama as the upstairs ones. Jack Trotter, now rich from his clock patent, he service, but wealth comes with its own problems. Will he fit into society or find himself stuck between the classes? Lannister and Church's rivalry could intensify, especially if the Russell household shifts staff. We may even see new immigrant staff enter the picture, bringing fresh culture tensions to the series. Beyond the personal story, season 4 would explore larger historical themes: labor strikes, labor's rights, a huge issue in the 1880s, which could pit George Russell against his employees, women's suffrage. Characters like Marion and Peggy could become involved in early activism, politics. With the Gilded Age leaning towards the progressive area, we may see real historical figures enter the show like Theodore Roosevelt and J.P. Morgan. So, what will the Gilded Age season 4? Expect Bertha to climb even higher, George to face real consequences, and Miriam to embrace her independence. Peggy to fight for both love and career, and Gladys to balance rebellion and motherhood, and Oscar to confront his truth. So let me tell you a little bit about my predictions. I think that George is going to become addicted to his pain medication. And we all know we don't make the best decisions while addicted to anything. Will he have an affair? Possibly. Will he make some bad decisions in business? Possibly. No, I hope they don't keep Bertha and George apart too long because, after all, they are the power couple of the series. But we'll have to see. I think that they will grow back together and become even stronger, but that's just my personal opinion. Then there's Oscar. Is he gay or is he bisexual? I know he was engaged before, and they never really touched on that. Will he actually fall in love in this prearrangement that he has made at the end of season 3? We'll have to wait and see, but it could make for some very interesting episodes. I want to say hats off to the writers for even bringing these issues up. It's not totally approved of now. Could you imagine in 1880s? Kudos to them. Then there's Agnes and Ada. It was great while they had some conflict at first. I think towards the middle and the end of season 3, the writing got a little bit dull between them. I hope that they spice it up now that Agnes has a new position. We all know Ada, Cynthia Nixon from Sex and the City, and Just Like That, probably one of the biggest stars that is on the series. So we'll have to wait and see. Those are my predictions. If you found this at all useful, please hit that like and subscribe button. Please put down below in the comments what you think is going to happen in season 4.